Welcome back, everybody. We're back in the Tunisian terror. It's really more of a terror for us than anybody else. So let's try to fix our situation a little bit. I was doing a little thinking, and since we have this sulfur mine up and running, we are utilizing it. What were we using it for? Were we selling it? Yeah, I think we were just selling it. What we could do is we could get ourselves a synthetic plant for dyes, but we need the aniline tech. What are we researching currently? So let's see if we can find this aniline tech somewhere in the tech tree. I'm assuming it would be under production. That would make the most sense. Unless I'm blind here, I'm not seeing it though. Ah, there it is. So we'd have to go way out of... I think tech increases unless unless you have the full row. I think it exponentially increases the cost. Like that's 7.5. That's 7.5. But then this goes to 22.5. And I think instead of rushing, let's get this knocked out as quick as possible, and then we'll do baking powder. We'll just get all these, then all these. We'll try to go aniline for that. Although that seems like quite the long con, and maybe that's a pretty terrible idea, honestly. We could just do this. Because we know this is going to get knocked out soon. Let's see if we knock out this, that this goes down to 7.5. If it does, then we'll do 7.5, 22.5. So we'll try that. So we can utilize our sulfur to make dyes so that we can make more expensive clothing. Silk is going to be out of our range of local production. We could obviously think about doing an import of silk to do this. It would cost 40 less fabric, which I think we're actually like overloaded on fabric. Just slightly. But what I would like to do, I suppose, is get our fertilizer production up. So maybe we could increase the level of this guy. It'll utilize more wheat and more tools, which I think we're fine on. Wheat, yeah, we're good. Tools, we're good. And it'll give the tooling workshop more reason to produce more. I was also thinking, like something like our wheat farm, we could start utilizing harvesting tools, but for now, and I don't know if this is optimal, I would like to keep most of my people employed. We would lose... Excuse me, that's the wrong one. We would lose 2,000 laborers from that. So I don't know if it's necessary just yet. But if we start getting low on peasants that can fill up these places, that would be nice. Obviously, something like multiculturalism would be nice for more people moving in. What else do we got? Government-wise, laws. Let's see. Looks like we can only do one of these two. So we got right of assembly, go to censorship. I don't think so. Let's go charity hospitals here, though. Does that cost us money? It just costs us bureaucracy, it looks like. I don't think it's going to cost us money. Doesn't say it will, at least. So let's try to get that passed. And then let's start cruising along. The real question is, how are we going to expand? Or are we not going to expand? Are we going to be like the Switzerland of the Med? I feel like being the Switzerland of the Med, though, is going to cause a lot of problems for us. So this only knocked down by 2,500, but this also knocked down by 2,500. So it saves us about 5,000 innovation. I really want to get this going, so I'm just gonna do it, even though it's not optimal. Because I don't really know what else we could really build. I want to just become very efficient with the things that we have. Another problem I see us facing in the future is rail. We're going to have to import coal. We're going to have to import engines. Because we have no localized source of coal or iron. And none nearby. But I feel like going the Switzerland path of just building ourselves up. France will just take us at that point, you know? I feel like we have to get strong enough to really get on the world stage and project some power. Let's see if we have any useless trade routes. This one, this one, this one. Does that give us some more? Okay. Let's see if we can... Let's do an export of lead to Britain. And maybe we should do an export of groceries. And sugar. So let's do both of those. Let's do groceries to France. And let's do sugar to the French as well. And we're slightly losing money while building, but that's fine. Bureaucratic shortfall, I think we're actually good. Game? I think that's incorrect. I think we're fine. It says we're fine over here. What we could do is upgrade this, because once we get our charity hospitals, it did say it's going to cost us bureaucracy. We also have 100 authority we could spend, so let's see, how do you see, have we done any decrees here? Encourage agriculture, we've got promote nationalism. Education access and 25% to qualifications. Interesting. Maybe we could do a tax then. Or we could get manufacturing up, but actually I don't think we can afford it. Maybe it's 200 or something. Oh, if you have the agricultural one, you can't do the other ones. Reasonable, reasonable. Let's do construction efficiency, as we are going to hopefully build a little bit more. So we'll build that, and then I think, yeah, like I said, we can do the government admin in a second as well. How are you guys doing? We could utilize sulfur here as well. Let's do that. Produce a little bit more paper. And then let's get our government admin up as well. I don't know if that's going to really hurt us because we're exporting sulfur, so we could obviously cancel that trade route at any point. But it's not too bad. It's plus 35%. But what we could do actually is we could just take off the sulfur export and replace it with a paper export. No, we could not. We're consuming a lot of paper, so. It's just incorrect. So what is this? Institutions, law enforcement. Oh, so we've already passed law enforcement. We can increase it more. Cost us bureaucracy, though, of course. I'm not. I really don't understand how the government stuff works, so I'm just kind of ignoring it. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you there. But we got our livestock ranch done here, which means we're gonna be overproducing for the short term until we get our whatchamacallit up, the dye workshop, the synthetic plant. Takes fertilizer and sulfur, and we will gain 80 dye. Dye will be, I think we use dye here as well, so we can utilize our dye in our paper mill, and then we can utilize it here. I wonder if we did switch over to producing luxury clothes, how much money we could make. Like, I'm assuming the French and the Brit-bongs would like it. Maybe Austria we could trade to as well. But we're not getting enough clippers. Are we importing clippers? We're not. What trade rep could we cancel? We are under... We should actually get rid of our wood here. Oh, this is somebody else trading with us? Can't cancel that. About... We could just cancel the sulfur route. Cancel the sulfur route. And we want to import clippers. It's still saying we're under, but this is showing that we're fine. So I don't really understand that. But we'll get this up, so that'll give us more room to trade around and such. Clippers coming in is going to help the port out a bit, I think, with actually exporting stuff, so that's good. How do we look on taxes and stuff? We're overtaxing. We should probably bring that down. Bring you guys up. We'll lose a bunch of money, but it's okay. We could probably add another consumption tax too if we wanted. Get rid of these two, luxury clothes, luxury furniture, and add in a grocery tax. I mean, we reduced everybody's taxation, so... Well, you know what? We'd have to remove another one. Services 200 for 154. Let's do. We'll bring back luxury clothes and we'll put one on T. I think that's okay. All right, we got something here. Health taxes. Yeah, I think we could get by without it. I would rather not increase our taxation while we're building. Because I'm also not sure at all how much this is going to cost the nation. If it is going to cost the nation, I would assume charity hospitals is what it is. Charity. So the government wouldn't be paying for it. But I could be completely wrong. And how are we doing on that tech? So what is... How does innovation grow? Is it literacy? I would assume it's literacy. 50 from literacy. And then there's a 50 base value plus 2 from the university. So literacy increases your maximum, but it doesn't increase what you're generating. Maybe literacy is pretty pointless overall then. I don't know though. But what are we planning to build after this? We might even want to increase our paper mill because we are going to need a lot more paper. Our government admin's going to go up. The population wants to consume more of it. And are we on like a massive shortfall on something that we are producing? We're kind of on clothes, but... and tools. So we could increase our tooling workshop size. We have to use crude tools because we don't have like steel or anything like that, or iron. But we could increase the amount of clothes we're producing. But dye workshop will increase this by 60. So I don't want to bring this up even more and then kind of screw ourselves. And have to downgrade it later. Oh, we didn't pass charity hospitals. That was a tech. We got a new tech. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna increase our paper once this is done. And then we might try to export some of it if we can. And how much are we paying? Oh man, that's annoying. Are we still paying our diplomatic pacts? Yeah. War reparations. Do we know how long that lasts? Or how do we know how long that lasts? War reparations. I mean, I'm going to assume it lasts as long as a truce. It does not tell us how long it's going to last. The intelligentsia could like us less. But for hospitals, I think that's fine. Oof, we're losing money now. And it's not even the construction that's really killing us. So let's see if we can get some trade out. What would we like to export? We could export fabric. Produce a just ton of it. So let's go with fabric first. And for now, maybe fertilizer? Are these guys at full production? Yeah. Alright, let's get some trade routes up. Let's do export of fabric to the French. And then, excuse me, fertilizer to the Russians. Maybe the Spanish because they're closer. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what our journal is like. Urbanized Tunis. Urban center up to level 10. Oof. What can we use here? Glass. Don't want to bother importing that. Well, I don't know. Let's get another export route going, though. I guess sulfur. We could put sulfur back on the export list. To the French. And it's giving us the bureaucratic shortfall again. And what is causing this? Supply network plus 96. Determined by comparing convoys produced to convoy cost. So we'd have to upgrade our port, I assume, to fix that. That's fine. I want to know why this is popping up when this is fine. But I suppose I'll never know. But we could go into a massive debt spiral real quick and try to build up the country a little bit more. Doesn't seem like a very smart idea. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a very smart idea at all. But let's go with a little bit more taxation. Try to stop the bleeding a little bit. And we get some boosted up farms. It's nice. Yeah. We're gonna get rail soon, huh? Yeah, railways are gonna be soon. We have to think about how expensive that's gonna be to build up the infrastructure of the country too. But we're obviously gonna want to go massive railways and everything. Because it'll reduce the amount of people that need to work things, and I think they'll become more profitable as well. But we also need enough buildings to employ all of our people, in my opinion at least. I don't know if that's optimal, but I would like everybody to be employed. I guess I'm just a radical. But for now, we chill. Let's see if Tripolitania's got any more defensive pacts. It's just Modena. And we now have charity hospitals. Does that cost us more in our budget? Investment pool. Somebody did mention investment pool. I think it's a government law I have to enact or something. And you can utilize the investment pool to pay for building supplies when you build, which is really nice. What were we looking at? Diplomatic pacts, interest, government wages, bids for government buildings. I don't think the charity hospitals are costing us anything, but holy, are we losing money. And losing it quick. I'm gonna start pissing people off. Because, you know, seems like the reasonable course of action. Did this just drop? For what reason? So, I guess we remove the sulfur one. And then that should keep us above. And we'll wait for this paper mill to come online. And then I think we'll just not build anything until we get our tech unlocked. And we can maybe speed 5 to that. Leads to art silk. Unlocks rayon for synthetic plants. Which you get 40 less dye, but you consume more wood and you get more silk. And what's the base rate of the synthetic plant? You get 80, so you'd get 40 silk and 40 dye. That actually seems perfect for what we want to do. And then we can go into luxury clothes production, and hopefully that'll make us our huge financial boom so that we can pay for our railroads and such. I wonder if it's smart to just only focus one building like this, or if you should have your economy be very wide. I assume one building is fine if you're a small country, but obviously if you're like a France or a Russia, you'd probably want to go very wide so you could produce everything within the country. But we'll just become like the Bangkok of 1874 and produce everybody's clothes. It's already 1874. That means we've been, what, 40 years through? And the game ends in, what, 1936? So we're about 40% of the way through the game. It kind of feels short for a Paradox game. Because we're on our 6th episode here. And we're 40% of the way through. If you've been watching my CK3 series, it's on the channel. We're at, what, 20 episodes? We've probably only gone about 100 years. But I do play that game a little bit slower speed than this. I feel like there's not so much to do. There's really no reason to have it at a low speed in this game. So we could knock that down, we can degrade it, but that's not what I want. How do we... Like, we got 34% approval here. Do we just need it? The chance of must be above 0. Landowners oppose this. The Ulema opposes it. We need more trade unionists. Anytime we get an event that increases the popularity of trade unionists, I'm taking it. Oh, our debt's not too bad anymore. If we actually just overtax, we could get ourselves out of this situation. And just pay these guys nothing. It'll make them mad, but we gotta get out of debt. And we gotta stop paying the damn Libyans. That whole war still astonishes me. Like, they just got walked through right here. Like, why would they not be defending the road? And then they just, all 18 of our troops just sat right here. I don't think we would have won the war if that didn't happen. I think we were kind of screwed from the beginning. Also, how do I get rid of this? Excuse me. I think we were just losing that war no matter what, but... Am I missing a button? How do I get rid of this? I suppose if I restart the game, it'll probably get rid of it. But I want to figure out what's the move here? I have no idea. So I can switch the lenses around. That's the military one. Go diplomatic. Well, we're at our time limit just about, so maybe we could actually put a pause in real quick and hit it with the restart and get this guy to go away. I don't know why that's there. Is it because I clicked on the border? Is it because I clicked on whatever this is? This looks like a mine, though. It's probably the sulfur mine. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can just see the... Or maybe that's the lead one? Let's see. We got another mine up here. Oh, I wish it would tell you which ones these are. I'm assuming if you upgrade the building that these will get larger. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. It was great playing with you, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.